Hey, what's going on, Flyers Nations? Well, the Flyers almost didn't win that game against Buffalo last night, but you know, to a team that's one of the worst teams in the NHL is the Buffalo Sabres. Uh, but the Flyers found a way to win in overtime, 4-3. Um, Obviously, Buffalo struck first. Uh, I forget that dude's first name who scored the first goal, but you had Eakin and Monador who scored those goals, and then Couturier and Giroux scored a goal, and Kevin Hayes, and then there were some penalties here and there in the game, but but and then the Flyers Sabres game went into overtime, and then in overtime Ivan Provorov scored the overtime goal, and which the Flyers won in overtime 4-3. You know you know you know I'm glad they found a way to win, but this was definitely a winnable game for the Flyers because they have one more game against the Buffalo Sabres tomorrow night, and it's going to be a national televised game on NBCSN. They have and and this is and it's a winnable, and it's one of the very few teams that the Flyers can have a winnable game, and this is it. Okay, and the schedule isn't going to get any easier. Okay, and and if I've said this too, if the Flyers can't beat the Devils or the Sabres, then you're not going to be able to beat anyone. You're not going to be able to beat anyone. Just pure, simple as that. They have a tougher schedule coming up. They have the New York Islanders coming up. They got the Boston Bruins. That's a loss right there. And you got Pittsburgh and Washington, and they're not going to be able to win those games. I'm sorry, but I don't think the Flyers are going to be able to beat Boston, Pittsburgh, and Washington. And what it comes down to is that the Flyers aren't a playoff team. Lack of laziness. You know, you know, spending time in the penalty box, and too many turnovers. And but Carter Hart has been a healthy scratch last night and tomorrow night, and possibly maybe Thursday, but I'm not sure. Carter Hart is a healthy scratch, and but Brian Elliott was between the pipes last night, and Brian Elliott uh, will be the goalie tomorrow night against the Buffalo Sabres, and he gave up he gave up pretty bad goals too. But and if you're wondering who's the taxi squad, or the if you're wondering who's the emergency backup or taxi squad for Brian Elliott, it is Alex Lyon. Alex Lyon is the backup for Brian Elliott for the time being until AV decides to bring Carter Hart back. But but uh, but Alex Lyon has been doing very well the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. And also the big news for today. The big news for today that Shane Gossespear is on waivers. I said, well, you know what? Good riddance, because you know you know he was good for the beginning of the season, but he hasn't done a damn thing. You know what? He sucks. And also Eric Gustafson, he's been Eric Gustafson has been garbage. Another defenseman, another garbage defenseman. He sucks. But you know it wouldn't bother me if he got sent on waivers, or if he gets traded. But the Flyers have a lot of work to do. They have a lot of holes to fill, and you know uh, you know Chuck Fletcher is confident that the Flyers are going to make the playoffs this year. Well, you got to rethink this. I don't. The Flyers aren't a playoff team. If you're not going to be able to beat uh, Pittsburgh, Washington, or Boston, or the Islanders, then you don't. The Flyers don't deserve to make the playoffs. Now, unless but stranger things can happen, and stranger things has happened. Okay, but until the Flyers until the Flyers get their shit together, they are not a playoff team. But I'm still gonna watch. I'm still gonna watch every Flyers game on TV. I'm still gonna enjoy watching the Flyers while I can. I've been a Flyers fan. I've been a Flyers fan for 30 years. Okay, I've seen good times and bad times, and they've had their ups and downs. They had, the Flyers have had more downs than ups, and and uh, and great job by Ray Didinger and Glenn Macnow, who are on the local sports talk, on local sports radio, WIP in Philadelphia. Great job by them. I think I think AV or Chuck Fletcher must have heard Ray Didinger on Saturday morning because they were trashing the Flyers pretty good. And I got to give credit to Glenn Macnow and Ray Didinger because they take no crap. Certainly Glenn Macnow doesn't, because Glenn Macnow has been a hockey fan even longer before I have. Okay, he grew up in Buffalo, and then he got a job here in Philadelphia. He's been working for Sports Talk for WIP for a long time, and he knows his hockey. Okay, so if the Flyers lose, well, hopefully they shouldn't lose tomorrow, but they'll lose to the Islanders and the Bruins coming up. But I'd like to hear Glenn Macnow trash the Flyers if the Flyers keep losing like this. That's music to my ears. I met Glenn Macnow at the Eagles game at the link, and I also met Ray Didinger at to get his autograph. But they know their stuff. Okay, they love hockey. Well, Ray Didinger is more football. He's more football than anything else. But we can but but hopefully we can expect great things from the Phillies coming up. When I was I did see I watched the Phillies win the World Series back in '08. But they with Charlie Manuel taking us to the promised land back in 2007 to 2011. He gave us a great run, but but the Sixers, they'll make the championship at some point. But the Flyers have been, but you know what? The Flyers have been chasing the Lord Stanley's Cup since the '70s. The Flyers have been chasing Lord Stanley's Cup since the '70s, and they're probably still gonna be chasing the Stanley Cup for quite a while. So don't bank on it. And although the Eagles, I'm happy. Thank God they won the Super Bowl 3 years ago. But they still, they can't have. Unfortunately, they can't have a long lasting a good run. But it is what it is, and what this is. What can you do? But I'm a little over 11 minutes in this video. I had a lot to say. I want to cover everything in this video with the Flyers and Gossa Spear, but but we'll see what the Flyers do. I'm not going to hold my breath, but all right, everybody, take care, and make sure you subscribe to this channel. Hit the like button, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, click as many likes as you possibly can on this video. Just in case I don't get to do my next video, happy Easter to you all. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you all in my next video, whenever that will be. All right, take care now. Bye bye.